KlawVlogs entry number 1, take 1.
Hello, my loyal viewers of YouTube. Welcome to the first official entry of KlawVlogs. Now, as I said, I did say this was going to be a bit of a weekly thing, and if you check the time, well, it isn't exactly a week since I uploaded this, or actually it's been more than a week. But still, I did not forget to do this, and I have uploaded here to give you just a little update about what's been going on this past week for me. So to start things off, I've already registered, found my nice little apartment here with all my roommates, and I finally figured out what my job is going to be down here. So if you haven't guessed by now, I'm actually wearing the costume from what I'm going to be doing down here in Disney. And if you don't recognize where this is from, or just have not been there and you just don't know where it is, well, let me help you out a bit. Whoosh! That's exactly right. I am going to be working in Disney's Animal Kingdom, driving in the Kilimanjaro safaris. A long trek through the African jungle, where wildlife is spread all around, coming right up close to your face. Actually, I hope they don't come up close to your face. That could be a problem. But still, I hope you enjoy it. So if you're down at Disney World at any time between now and January the 6th, go ahead and come down to the safari ride and see if you can find me there. And if you do recognize me and find me at the ride, to make things interesting, I want you to use the phrase, LK sent me. So I actually know that you've been watching my vlogs and you actually came down there to find me, and that'll just make things, make my day for me, really. So besides that, it's been going pretty well. I'm starting to get adjusted to living on my own for the most part. It's not that bad. I'm just trying to get used to the fact that I don't have someone to actually fix me all the things that I used to like, but it's actually not that bad either, because there is so many food places, so many options that you pretty much don't have to cook for yourself when you're down here. If you've got enough cash to use, then go out and find somewhere to eat. It'll just make things a lot easier. And there's several things that I've learned about here while working at Disney. So a lot of people like to bring their own cars here just for the use of, having the, what's the word? Having the practicality of it there. But I have discovered that if you do want to use the buses and you know how to use them right, they will be your best friend. Here's the thing. Of course, I always like to drive. I always like to go places where I can. I usually save that for grocery shopping or just going out somewhere just for a little bit. But when I'm actually driving to work, I always keep to the buses. And that being said, let the bus drivers take you there. Let the bus drivers have the responsibility of getting you there on time. And if you leave early enough, you don't have to worry about anything like possibly the bus breaking down or running into a traffic jam or anything like that. If you know how to use the buses right, they will save you a ton of money and they will help you out very much in the long run. Also, know which apartment complexes you're wanting to stay in if you ever do sign up for the Disney program. Me, I chose the Patterson Court complex because it's actually the newest one that Disney created. It opened back in 2008, and it has very nice rooms in here, nice air conditioning. It's almost like I'm at a resort, so I'm enjoying it really well. The job itself, well, I'm going through training right now, and I have to say, it's pretty difficult. I've had a lot of people tell me that this is actually the hardest job that you could have at Disneyland if you're working at Kilimanjaro. And I'm starting to see why. There is a lot of things that you have to remember, a lot of things that you have to do, even if you're not driving. There's certain things when loading people onto the vehicles there that you have to remember and you have to do just right. But so far, training is difficult, but I think I'm getting through it, and I think I'll be able to get through the final assessment just fine. I'm just hoping that everything else after that actually works well. And another perk about working at Disney is obviously getting in the parks for free. You can go to any park you want for free, just showing your Disney ID and swiping it through just right. And personally, I always like going to Epcot myself. The main reason being, I'm a guy that loves food, so I can go to Epcot and just try all the cuisines of the world at the World Showcase. I've had things from Japan, China, Italy, America, obviously. I'm wanting to try things from Norway and Germany soon. I think that'll be interesting to see what exactly they have. But man, is it good stuff. Another thing that I found that was interesting at Epcot was in the Japan section of the World Showcase. There is a very large store there under one of the temples that's called Mitsukoshi. It is humongous, and let me put it this way. It is a otaku's dream, basically. There are so many things in there you can find that are Japanese related. I mean, not just manga related. I mean, they have so many manga things that you could choose from the books, CDs, T-shirts, DVDs, plushies. I mean, just so many options there. And then it keeps going into like the clothing part, the authentic Japanese clothing that you could find. Then keeps going on. You have things like Buddha tablets, incense, bonsai trees. Keep going farther into that, and you start hitting the food section of Japan. They start having the teacups, the little figurines that you can put in kitchens and everything. The pocky, the little snacks. I mean, and then sake. I mean, there's so many things in that store, and I've just been having a field day every time I go in it. So it's just neat to see all the things that are from Japan, and just to be able to walk around and observe everything is just really fascinating to me. But if I'm to rate the first week that I've been here, I would call it a slow but surely enjoyment process, if you know what I mean. Reason I'm saying that is because there have been some hard points here. Like, obviously, when I finally let my parents go all the way back home to Kentucky, which is more than 800 miles away, I mean, it about killed me. I mean, I was just so worked up seeing them go like that. But then the homesickness started to subside bit by bit, and I'm starting to enjoy it a little bit more every time now, just getting used to everything. And I think by the end of this, I will have a better appreciation for it all, and I just think that anyone who wants to experience what Disney is like behind closed doors, that it will be a very enlightening process for you to see if you want to work for a company like Disney or not. So that's about all I have for this week. Hopefully I will be able to get to you on the same time next week. Until then, this is Lucario's Claw, signing out. And I know where the stop button is this time, thank you. Oops.